We finally wrap up Dr. Doom and Submariner's battle with the forces of the undersea. Dr. Dorcas, Tiger Shark, and Attuma. And supervillain team up number 3. And this is where you like to see your villains. Unrestrained and ready to do whatever it takes. Dr. Dorcas has killed Prince Neymar's longtime friend, and if you thought the King of Atlantis was formidable in normal times, you should see when he's out for vengeance. He just goes wild on him. All that and Dr. Doom as well. There's your back cover. Probably a very fine plus on this one. We'll start out with the splash page here. Some really interesting insights from the point of view of these normal villains in the Marvel Universe. Very different, very unique for the time. This is from 1976, 75, 76. And many later stories have shown us the villain's perspective, or an all villains episode, but here Marvel jumps both feet into giving us a whole comic book series through the eyes of the villains. And that's kind of unique to the Marvel perspective, where there's a lot more gray area between a hero who's a bit of an anti-hero and a villain who maybe not so villainous all the time. They have their own reasons for doing things, their own perspective. And here it's fleshed out perfectly, showing us that they have their own morality and moral code, even though that doesn't necessarily fit with a normal person, but they're far from normal to begin with. It's actually written by Jim Shooter, who eventually becomes Marvel's editor-in-chief for a while. So that's kind of interesting. The pencils are by George Evans. Inks by Jack Abel. That cover is by Ed Hannigan and Joe Sinnott. There's also a kind of interesting Hostess ad in here, fruit pie ad. I don't know if I can find it here real quick. Well, you don't want to sit here and watch me read this whole comic, but well, that's kind of interesting. I'll show you that. Even their letters page is labeled Bad Tidings. That Hostess fruit pie ad features Hulk, the Abomination, and Wendigo. So you'll just have to take my word for it that that's in there. So check that out on Craigslist. Let me know what you think.